We are the leading global supplier of temporary power, heating and cooling solutions, used in various applications such as disaster relief, events such as the Olympics and power generation throughout the world.
When we first started talking with Aggreko, their processes were very disjointed. They were using different solutions for different parts of the design. Aggreko were using a 2D CAD system and a combination of Microsoft Word documents and Excel spreadsheets, and there was no collaboration between these. They were disjointed, and Aggreko were looking for one solution where the data flow could be improved from the different systems that they were using and amalgamated into one where the data was able to flow from one solution to the next seamlessly.
When I first saw EPLAN Harness Pro D demonstrated, I actually thought it was exactly what this business needed. We already had quite a developed 3D CAD model from our mechanical design system. It allowed us to model everything that we needed in there that was out with what we had already from EPLAN, which was the EPLAN Electric P8 and EPLAN Pro Panel. So the control panel was already a virtual prototype. It made sense for us to continue that progress into the rest of the set. There's various things we like about EPLAN Harness Pro D. I think it's ease of use. So our guys actually quite enjoy using it. It's a really good tool to use. We also have the database, so parts are brought in easily. 3D designs are put together very quickly in the 3D environment, and our 2D documentation is produced quickly with few errors. You can see from the model that we have here that there's really not a lot of space in there for wiring. So using the 3D side of the package meant that we could really accurately detail the wiring, routes, the installations, and work with our mechanical colleagues to ensure that the set came together. The feature I like the most is the 2D drawing creation. You do all the work in the 3D and the time is spent making sure the design's correct, that it comes together properly, and that the 2D is something you do at the end. It gives us the ability to see exactly how the set will look in real life and give us confidence that the drawings and the documentation that we can create are right first time, and you don't have the errors that you typically have previously.
By using EPLAN Harness Pro D, this has enabled Aggreko to have all of the wiring manufactured and the harnesses manufactured in time to meet the mechanical prototype. So by using the digital twin, they haven't had to wait for the prototype to be built before they're manually routing cables around.
So the benefits that we found with EPLAN Harness Pro D was the accuracy and speed of design, to get the routes correct, to get the lengths correct, and to actually have the electrical engineers working in the 3D model, that their time was spent designing the harness, not just doing a 2D drawing. So the 2D drawing was the bit that you get with very little resource input. This meant that our design resource was freed up to truly improve the design of the product, while not spending lots of time on the design documentation.
As the data source is digital with our EPLAN data portal, that is incorporated into the design, which then goes through to manufacturing. This fits in very well with the philosophy of Industry 4.0. The whole process is digitalised. This will enable them to get product to market much more quickly.
So the two main goals I would highlight that EPLAN has allowed us to meet on our energy storage set is that we met the project design times and everything fitted right first time. Our prototype went together in record time. Why should that be? Because we'd already developed the virtual prototype in EPLAN.